What is this sport called cup stacking?
It's really fun!
It is just cup crazy.
We love cup stacking!
See it, believe it, teach it! Cup stacking with speed stacks is an exciting individual and team sport where competitors of all ages try to upstack and downstack 12 specially designed plastic cups in pyramid formations at lightning speed. Individual stackers can race against the clock and compete on teams in exciting head-to-head competition. Cup stacking with speed stacks promotes athleticism, hand-eye coordination, ambidexterity, quickness, focus, and bilateral proficiency. Important skills for success in most any sport. Bilateral proficiency, equal performance on both sides of the body, is exactly what cup stacking with speed stacks is all about. By increasing bilateral proficiency, a person develops a greater percentage of the right side of the brain, which houses awareness, focus, creativity, and rhythm. Cup stacking is based on using both hands and both sides of the brain. You could say cup stacking and bilateral proficiency go hand in hand.
Because you're learning how to be ambidextrous.
Cup stacking not only stands alone as a full-fledged sport conducted tournament style, it's also very effective when integrated into the skill development of most any sport.
I played sports all my life, and you know, when you're playing softball or field hockey or basketball, you know, there's always someone who doesn't feel good because they can't quite compete or they can't be on that level. But with what they're doing in their cup stacking, it's amazing that everyone can be good at it and feel good about themselves. And really, let's face it, that's what it's about. Not everyone's going to be a professional, but people need to feel good about themselves so they can go on in life and, you know, become successful. And I think this is a stepping stone to that.
Anywhere bilateral proficiency comes into play is a great place for speed stacks. Mastering a computer keyboard or playing a musical instrument, cup stacking helps train the brain and develop strong motor sensory skills.
Like when I'm goalie, I use my hands. Well, if you're cup stacking, you use both hands.
There's an awful lot that I think cup stacking really does to promote education in general or promote brain growth. When the kids are stacking, they cross the midline and they're doing things on both sides of their brain, and they're able to do that. That really promotes healthy brains and growth in that area. But theoretically, it should help everything from reading to math to every activity kids do, as well as really help them in sports. And I really like the whole concept of being positive here in positive sports.
Cup stacking has proven to be the most effective as an organized sport. Ideal settings include physical education classes, sports camps, daycare programs, church and youth organizations, and recreation centers. Cup stacking evens out the playing field and appeals to people of all ages and athletic abilities. You don't have to be the biggest or strongest to succeed. Everyone can do it.
Anybody can do it. Obviously, you've seen the little kids doing it and, you know, high schoolers doing it. Secondly, it's really fun. You can go really fast and you just kind of keep working up that speed, and then you learn to use both of your hands. And see, I'm right-handed, but I'm strengthening up my left hand now, so it's, you know, can do more things.
It really helps, and I'm a basketball player, and I want to play professional basketball, so cup stacking helps me use both hands so that I know how to dribble, and so it helps my basketball skills.
Preschoolers can learn patterns and sequencing, plus develop their motor skills. Elementary school is prime time for cup stacking. These students show tremendous enthusiasm for speed stacks. Some of the fastest cup stackers in the world are elementary school age. Yes, there are world records in the sport of cup stacking. Even middle and high school students think cup stacking with speed stacks is cool, especially when they see how it improves their performance in other activities.
I play flute, saxophone, piccolo, piano, guitar, and pit percussion, which is xylophones and stuff like that for marching band. And it's helped, and cup stacking's helped me with that by learning to coordinate my hands and help me get faster in my playing.
Speed stacks are also a unique and exciting addition to college intramural sports programs. Even pro athletes know the benefits of cup stacking with speed stacks.
I played basketball and I was very quick, and I always used my right hand. I never really had to use my left hand until I got into college, and I didn't learn to use my left hand in college until I was 18 years old. And if I would have started cup stacking at 6, I would have had both hands very intact. In fact, you probably wouldn't have known whether I was right or left-handed. And that would have been a huge difference in my game. I mean, like I said, I'm a professional now. I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be at that next level of the professional. So it would have been awesome to start then. So I'd encourage people to start now. It's out there. Take advantage of what we have. This is something new, and it's exciting.
Speed Stacks are a great addition to adaptive physical education classes for the physically handicapped, occupational and visual therapy programs, and even recreation classes for seniors. Students find the most success when introduced to cup stacking with step-by-step instruction combined with a variety of Speed Stacks activities. Relays, racing against the clock, and partner and freestyle stacking make for an exciting and worthwhile Speed Stacks program. So, how did this all start? Cup stacking originated in the 1980s at a youth recreation center in California. It captured the imagination of physical education teacher Bob Fox, who in 1996 introduced cup stacking to his students in Colorado. He offered it as an after-school enrichment class, figuring 25 or so students would show up. More than 200 registered. Since that time, Bob has shared the benefits of cup stacking with thousands of people. He directs the popular Colorado State Cup Stacking Championships, where hundreds of stackers compete. As a matter of fact, some of Bob's speed stackers are world record holders and have appeared on newscasts and national television shows like Nickelodeon's Figure It Out. As the sport of cup stacking grows nationally, more parents, educators, and athletes realize firsthand the benefits of cup stacking.
I think it's an activity that kids from kindergartners through high schoolers can be a part of and learn competitive spirit, learn left hand, right hand, learn left brain, right brain, and just boost their self-esteem. I just think it's a great activity for all of those things.
They know that I don't have to run fast, you know, to be able to up stack cups or down stack cups. I may not be able to shoot a basket, but I can do this.
This is fun, and it's interesting, and it's something you can just work on, and you can do it anywhere. It doesn't cost a lot, and I think that's important to people as well.
How do you learn more about cup stacking with Speed Stacks? Where do you get Speed Stacks? And how do you get started? Again, students are most successful when they learn cup stacking through step-by-step instructions. That's why Speed Stacks Incorporated offers complete instructional materials to get you stacking. Speed Stacks Sport Packs are available at a big discount for schools and other nonprofit groups. They include everything you need to get a fun and successful cup stacking program off the ground and come in different sizes to fit your needs. Each sport pack includes Speed Stacks cups in a variety of colors, a Stack Mat competition timer, a set of Super Stacks weighted training cups, a set of mini Speed Stacks, our new mini mat, an instructional DVD and VHS tape, and a 5-day lesson plan. To learn more about all the cool Speed Stacks products, visit us online at www.speedstacks.com.
I just like doing the sport. I mean, it's fun.
Go Stack Boys! Team Spirit!
See it, believe it, teach it.
Welcome to the exciting world of Speed Stacks and the sport of cup stacking. It promotes athleticism, quickness, and hand-eye coordination, but most of all, it's fun. So grab your Speed Stacks and get ready to stack. Maybe you could be the next world champion.
Hey there, I'm Matt Wood, and I just learned about this cool new sport of cup stacking with Speed Stacks. So today we're here at the ESPN X Games skate park to learn how to stack. Now I'm new at this too, so don't worry, I'll be learning right along with you. Well, we have a ton of information to cover, so let's get to it. Let's go meet our trainer, Jenny Vieira.
Jenny is 16 years old and a junior in high school. She plays basketball and has been cup stacking for 3 years. Jenny is not only on the Speed Stacks demo team, But she's also on the fastest cup stacking team in the world with current world champ Emily Fox.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Matt. It's great to be here. We have tons of fun and excitement in store for everyone today. So, are you ready to get started?
Are you kidding me? I was born ready. But before you break it down for us and show us how to stack, why don't you show us some of your best stuff?
Sure, Matt.
Wow, that was awesome. But you don't expect me or the folks at home to be able to do that quite yet, do you?
Well, yeah. Anybody can stack. Doesn't matter what your age or your athletic abilities are. Speed stacks are all about using both sides of your brain and body, improving eye-hand coordination, ambidexterity, plus speed and concentration.
Wow, so that makes sense. And even when I'm playing basketball and volleyball, or even these skaters back here, they use both sides of their body, both hands, and I'm sure that helps out with hand-to-eye coordination.
It sure does.
Where do we start?
Well, there's 3 things you want to remember. Start slow, always think about what you're doing, and use both of your hands.
So, is there anything else we need to know, or?
Well, I started with my right hand because I'm right-handed. So most right-handers like to lead with their right hand.
That makes sense, and I bet you most lefties lead with their left hand.
Exactly. Now, since you at home are facing us, we want you to pretend that you're looking into a mirror. We're going to act as though this is our right hand and this is our left hand. And so as most of you are right-handed, almost all of my instructions will be done with my right hand.
So lefties, you know what that means. Do what you normally have to do and reverse everything that she says.
And right-handed or left-handed, don't worry. You'll catch on quickly.
I sure hope so. So how do we start out?
Well, a table or countertop works, or use the floor if you're more comfortable, as long as it's a flat surface. And if you have a stack mat, use that. The 3 basic stacks are the 3 stack, the 6 stack, and the 10 stack. These stacks, used in combination, make up various patterns in the sport of cup stacking.
And remember, use both hands, your right and your left.
Good. Now let's do the 3 stack. There are 3 ways to stack up the 3 stack. The first way, the way most right-handers stack, is leading with their right hand to up stack and leading with their right hand to down stack. And notice how your cups are going in a circle as you're stacking.
Like this. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Now the second way, the way most left-handers stack, is leading with their left hand to up stack and leading with their left hand to down stack. And notice the same circle is occurring.
Okay.
Now the third way, the way some people stack, is leading with one hand to up stack and reversing that, leading with the other hand to down stack.
Okay, so I have 3 options available to me.
Yes, you do. You just want to choose one of the 3 ways that works best for you.
So Jenny, do you have any tips for the folks that might be learning for the first time at home?
Of course. You want to hold the speed stacks loose with a nice, light, soft touch. And you want to let the cups just slide down. You never want to slam them like this. Your cups don't go any faster and more fumbles occur that way. And you want to hold the cups on the side. You never want to hold them on the top.
I know, because if you hold them on the tops, then your hand's in the way.
That's right. And remember, nice, light, soft touch, hands on the sides, and slide, don't slam. Now we're ready for the 3-3 stack. But the first thing we want to do is decide which side we're going to start on. Now most right-handers will start on the left side and work from left to right.
So that means most lefties are going to start on the right and work from right to left, right? I mean, correct?
Correct. Now whichever side you decide to start on, you must always go back to that same side to begin your down stacking.
Okay.
And since we're right-handed, we're going to start on the left side and work from left to right.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's up stack our first 3, up stack our second 3, go back to the beginning, down stack, down stack. Let's try it one more time.
Okay.
Up stack our first 3,
Up stack.
up stack our second 3.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the beginning, down stack, down stack.
All right, so the same tips kind of apply here too.
Right. You want to use both of your hands.
And a light, soft touch.
Keep your hands on the sides of the cups.
And then slide them, don't slam them. Okay, so can I do this?
No, you can't. The rule is you can only handle one stack at a time. And you must always go back to where you started to begin your down stacking.
Makes sense.
Now we're ready for our first competition stack, the 3-3-3.
Sounds a bit more challenging.
Not really, it's actually pretty easy. So let's up stack our first stack, up stack our middle stack, up stack our last stack. Now where do we go? Back to the beginning. Down stack, down stack, down stack. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Up stack, up stack, up stack. Where do we go?
Back to the beginning.
Down stack, down stack, down stack. Think you got it?
Yeah, I think so.
So how about we race then?
You're on. But since I am a beginner and all the folks at home are just learning, how about you go twice to our once?
Okay, sounds fair to me.
Okay.
Now when we race, we place our hands on the 2 yellow touch pads of our stack mat. The stack mat is the official timing device for the sport of cup stacking. Now, for you at home, if you don't have a stack mat, pretend you do and place your hands right here behind the center stack. Now, when I say go, stack as fast as you can, but when you're done, don't forget to place your hands right back here on the touch pads.
Okay.
Ready?
Wait. Okay.
Now are you ready?
Yeah.
Get set, go. Keep going, finish it off.
Darn it.
Hit the touch pads.
Okay.
Weren't very good there, were you?
Not so much. How'd you guys do? Hopefully a little better than me. Did you stack up? Well, if not, don't worry about it, because we'll give you another chance to race later on in the session and get our revenge.
Now that we've mastered our 3 stack, let's move on to the 6 stack. And here's what it looks like.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now I'm going to break it down for you and for the folks at home to learn. First, we're going to start with 2 sets of 3. We're going to slide the hand we like to lead with on the stacking surface and pick up 3 cups. Notice how your little finger is naturally on the bottom.
Okay.
We want to hold the cups loose and spread them apart like this. Now we're going to practice dropping them from the bottom one at a time into our other hand. 1, 2, 3.
Now what does this do?
3. This helps us recognize the feel of the 3 cups and then when to release them from the bottom one at a time. This is the key to stacking a fast 6 stack. Think you got it?
Piece of cake. But, you know, it's kind of like separating my fingers when I'm typing on the computer or trying to play the piano.
That's right. Now we're going to place this set of 3 on our other set. We're going to practice now picking up 3 cups from the 6 stack. Pick up 3 cups, little finger on the bottom, place them back on. Pick up 3 cups, spread them apart, hold them loose.
Whoa,
now,
whoa.
4 cups.
5
I said
cups.
3 cups. 5 cups.
I know, I'm sorry.
Now we're going to practice dropping our 3 cups into our other hand one at a time. 1, 2, 3. Set them back on top. Now this time, we're going to pick up 3 cups with our right hand.
3 cups.
And 2 cups with our other hand.
Okay.
Now we have a 3-2-1 method of stacking a 6 stack. Now we're going to alternate our hands when we up stack, starting with the hand that has 3 cups. For us will be our right hand. So we're going to go right, left, right, left, right.
Okay.
And that's the up stack.
All right.
Now to down stack, we're going to place our right hand on the side of the top cup, our left hand on the side of the second level cup. We're going to slide out and down and pop them on the center. Let's do it again.
Seems easy enough.
3, 2, 1. Right, left, right, left, right. We're going to slide down in 2 motions. 1, 2.
Okay, and that's how it's done.
And that's how it's done.
So obviously this stack is a bit more complicated than the 3. Any tips?
Actually, there are. You want to make sure that the base of the cups are touching for a more stable stack. See, you have tons of gaps and spaces.
Gaps? What gaps? Oh, okay.
Now for down stack, you want to make sure that you slide the cups, don't slam them. And the down stack should be done in 2 moves. 1, 2. Now we're going to put everything we've learned together, combining the 3 and the 6 stack for the second competitive stack in the sport of cup stacking. It's called the 3-6-3.
I had a feeling there was more.
Ready?
Yep.
Most right-handers are going to start on their
left side and work from left to right.
And most left-handers are going to start on their
right side and work from right to left.
There we go. So let's get started.
Okay.
Up stack our first 3. Up stack our 6 using the 3-2-1 method. Okay. Up stack our last 3. Now where do we go?
Back to the beginning.
Down stack our 3. Down stack our 6. and down stack our last 3.
Okay.
Let's do one more time.
Okay.
Up stack. There we go. Up stack. Up stack.
Up stack. Yep.
Where do we go? Back
to
the beginning. Down stack, down stack, down stack.
Okay, I'm feeling a bit more confident. I think I'm ready to race. Are you ready?
Well, I'll go twice again to your 1 time. So remember, place your hands on the touch pads. And if you don't have a stack mat, just place your hands right here behind the centered 6 stack. Ready?
Be the cup, baby. Be the cup.
Get set.
1 with the cup.
Go.
No, I don't got all day. Yeah, that's what I said. I think I'm a cup stacking god.
Not quite.
Okay, you're right. I'm not even close to as good as you. All right, so Jenny, I've knocked over a few cups in my day.
Quite a few.
You're right. So what do we do when that happens?
Well, when that happens, we call them fumbles. The most important thing to remember is always fix your fumbles when they happen and never give up.
Never.
Now, there are 3 common types of fumbles. The first fumble is when your top cup tips over or falls into the surface of your stacking.
Yeah,
That's called a tipper.
Oh, a tipper, okay. I was gonna say, I've mastered that one.
The second type of fumble is when a cup slides onto another cup. That's called a slider.
Makes sense, I'm sure I've done that.
And the last type of fumble is in the down stacking phase, when all of your cups are down stacked and the entire stack falls or topples over. That's called a toppler.
I would never, okay, usually when I knock it over, it goes straight off the table, so.
Well, that's okay, but the most important things to remember is always fix your fumbles right when they happen. The rule is your previous stack must be standing before you can move on. Now, for example, say you're stacking a 3-6-3. You upstack your first 3, and as you're upstacking your 6, a slider occurs on your 3 stack. Now you have to take down your last stack, fix that slider, and then you can move on.
Okay.
Now once all of your cups are standing, and now you're in the down stacking phase, if you accidentally knock over the cups, you don't have to go back and fix them. You can just continue your down stacking.
Okay.
But the rule is, all of your cups must be down stacked by the time you're done.
Okay, so I gotta ask, how do we get as good as you?
Well, first you want to practice on your own to improve your speed stacking skills. And then you can move on to more challenging races.
You can actually learn more about those races right here on this DVD. So now seems like a pretty good spot to take a break and maybe get in some practice.
That's a great idea.
So go polish up on those stacking skills and meet us right back here for the coolest stack in the sport today. Hey, I'm Matt, and welcome back to the world of speed stacks. Are you ready to learn the cycle stack? Don't know what that is? Well, take a look at this. And here to teach us once again is our beloved trainer, Jenny Vieira.
Hi, Matt. It's great to be back.
It's great to have you back.
Well, thanks. Are you ready to learn the most challenging stack in the sport?
Oh, you bet. But you're going to have to walk us through it extremely slowly.
Sure, Matt.
Okay.
Okay, there's 3 parts to the cycle stack. The first part is the 3-6-3. The second part is the 6-6. And the third and final part is the 1-10-1, ending up in a down stack 3-6-3.
Okay, well, where do we start?
Well, the first part is the 3-6-3, and we already know that. So let's upstack our first 3. Upstack our 6 using the 3-2-1 method. Upstack our last 3.
Soft hands.
Yes, soft hands. Go back to the beginning. Down stack.
Down stack.
Down stack.
Down stack.
And stop here. Okay, this is the first transition in our cycle stack. This is the only place where we encourage you to use one hand. As we're down stacking this last stack with one hand and we're bringing it over, we're going to pick up 2 cups in our other hand. And what do we have?
A 6
3,
stack.
2, 1.
Right.
So we're going to upstack our 6, upstack our second 6, stop here.
Okay.
So this is our second transition.
Okay.
We're going to use this 6 to take down this 6. So as we down stack the 6, we're going to get 3 cups in each hand. We're going to slide out. Slide out. There we go. And pop them on the center. And those are the first 2 parts of the cycle stack.
Okay.
How about we do it again?
Yeah, let's try that again. So I got
Start out in the 3-6-3.
3-6-3.
Up stack our first 3.
Up stack the first 3.
Up stack our 6 using the 3-2-1 method.
Right, left, right.
Up stack our last 3.
Last 3.
Go back to the beginning. Down stack.
Down stack.
Down stack. Here's
Down.
our first transition. Remember, one-handed. Bringing it over, pick up 2 cups, and go right into our 6 stack.
Okay.
Do our second 6.
Okay.
This is our second transition. We're going to use these cups, 3 in each hand, to take down this 6. Sliding out.
Go outside.
And pop in the center. And those are the first 2 parts. Now that we've got that down, let's move on to the 1-10-1 stack, the final part.
Okay.
We're going to take the top 2 cups off of the 12 stack, 1 in each hand. Now, one of these cups needs to be turned upside down. It doesn't matter if it's this cup or this cup. You can decide which one you want to turn upside down.
Okay.
So let's put it back on top, and let's practice turning one upside down.
Okay.
Pick up the top 2 cups, turn one upside down, pick it up, and put it back on.
All right.
Let's do it again. Top 2 cups, turn it upside down, pick it up, and do it again. One last time.
Okay.
Now this time, we're going to pick up 2 cups and turn it upside down. We're going to leave them there.
Okay.
Now we're ready to learn the 10 stack using the 5-4-1 method.
Okay.
Just like we practiced picking up 3 cups off of the 6 stack, we're going to practice picking up 5 cups off of the 10 stack.
Okay.
So we're going to pick up 5 cups in our right hand.
Hold on. Okay. That's
Little
difficult.
finger on the bottom.
Okay, right.
Separate the cups, put them back on top. Let's do it again. Pick up 5 cups, separate them, and set them back on top.
All right.
Now this time, we're going to pick up 5 cups with our right hand and 4 cups with our left hand.
Gotcha.
This is called the 5-4-1 method. Once again, just like the 6 stack, we'll be alternating our hands, starting with the hand that has the most cups.
So it's just like the 3-2-1 method, except taller.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to start with our right, left, right, center. Now, this is important because now what do we have? A 3-2-1. And we can place cups on both sides.
Okay.
So we're going to start right, left, right, left, right. And that's the up stack of the 10 stack. Let's practice that again.
Okay.
Take 5 cups in one hand, 4 in the other.
Okay.
Alternating our hands.
All right.
Right, left, right, center, right, left, right, left, right.
It's like the Leaning Tower of Speed Stacks.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, that was bad.
Now we're ready for the down stack of the 1-10-1.
Okay.
First, we're going to turn our hands the same way we set them down.
Okay.
We're going to tap the opposite sides of the cups. Now, we're going to use these 2 cups, 1 in each hand, to down stack the 10.
Okay.
The cup in our right hand is going to slide this way, taking the top level. And the cup in our left hand is going to slide this way, taking the second level.
Okay.
So let's try that. Dragging diagonally to the right. Notice how I have 1 cup in my left hand.
Just 1. Okay.
I'm going to take all of them in my right hand, cross back over, and we're going to end up in a down stack 3-6-3.
I think I'm having a stack attack.
Well, then how about we try it one more time?
Okay.
Let's put all of our cups together in one stack. Take the top 2 cups, turn one of them upside down. Using the 5-4-1 method, 5 in one hand, 4 in the other hand.
4 in the
Alternate them.
Yep.
Right, left, right, center, right, left, right, left, right.
Okay.
Now grabbing the single cups the same way we set them down, we're going to turn them over, tap the opposite sides, drag diagonally to the right.
Diagonally to the right.
All the cups in your right hand. Only one. Only one.
Sorry.
Cross back over. And we're going to end up in a down stack 3-6-3.
Okay, Jenny, so there's got to be some great tips on how to down stack this 10.
Actually, there are.
Okay.
But first, we need to up stack our 10.
Right. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go, 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 go. Nice.
Now, the first tip is when we grab our cups, We only have to tap the opposite edges of the cups, not the opposite side.
Oh, I bet you that's a lot faster.
It is a lot faster.
Okay.
The second tip is our right hand is going to drag the cups down where our left hand only knocks them down. Notice how I have only one cup left in my left hand. Now, the last tip is, as we down stack, we form an X. The first leg we just did. Now the second leg we're going to cross back over and end up in a down stack 3-6-3.
Makes sense. Those are some great tips.
Now let's put everything that we've learned together and do the cycle.
Okay.
But remember, there's 3 parts. The 3-6-3,
The 6-6,
the 1-10-1, and it ends up in a
3-6-3.
There we go. So let's do it. Up stack the first part. Back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning. Down stack.
Down stack. Here's
down.
first transition. Use one hand and go right into the 6-6.
Okay.
Here's second transition using these cups. We're going to down stack this 6.
3 cups in each. Yep. Okay.
Now we're going to up stack our 10 stack.
That's right.
5-4-1.
4-1. Yep.
Alternating our hands.
In the center. Yep. Okay.
Tap the opposite edges of the cups. Drag diagonally to the right.
Down.
And finish it off.
Whoop. 1 cup. Yep.
And that's the cycle stack.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, you are probably the best teacher I have ever had for cup. Okay, well, you're the only teacher I've ever had for cup stacking, but you're still the best.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I don't know about you folks at home, but I'm sure not an expert quite yet.
It's okay. Don't worry. Just remember, practice, fix those fumbles, and never give up, and you'll get there.
All right, well, thanks, Jenny. And for you folks at home, good luck and keep stacking. And remember, stack fast. All right, this time I'm going to beat you. You ready? Hey, it's me, Matt. Now, if you really want to get fast with your speed stacks, you want to do a relay race. And there are a ton of them, so whether you're practicing by yourself or with a friend or a family member, we have something for everyone. Let's take a look.
When you race with a friend, it's head-to-head competition. Use a stack mat if you have one, or just start with the old ready, get, set, go. You know, with all these races, you can do either a 3-3-3, a 3-6-3, or the cycle. In a group race, everyone goes head-to-head to see who will come out on top. Just remember to fix those fumbles, and the winner is...
Just like a typical relay race, now we have some that involve partners and teams. I told you we had a lot of them.
Floor relays are cool because you get to run and stack. In this one, you run up and stack a 3-3-3, then back to tag the next stacker. Remember, you can do a floor relay with any of the stacks you've already learned. Here's a floor relay where you stack a 3-stack in 3 different places. In this type of floor relay, you actually down stack in reverse order. You gotta be quick with this one. And hey, don't forget to fix your fumbles if you kick one over. Ready for a table relay? Divide up into teams and everybody does the same stack. Either a 3-3-3, a 3-6-3, or the cycle. Make sure you tag the next stacker when you finish, and make sure the last stacker stops the clock. And if you only have enough stackers for 2 on a team, then each person goes twice. Here's a competitive race that puts you up against the stack mat timer, so you can set your own personal record, just like at a real WCSA tournament. Whether it's the 3-3-3, 3-6-3, or the cycle stack, it's all about getting your best time. 9.37, great job. Check out this competitive race. We call it doubles. Here you race against the stack mat with a partner. One person is the right hand and one is the left hand. Try doing the cycle this way. In a tournament team relay race, it's 2 teams of 4 in head-to-head competition. If you forget to fix a fumble, like we just saw, you get a penalty point for that race. The slowest time for each race also gets a penalty point. The team with the least penalty points wins that race. Best 2 out of 3 races wins the match. You can get all the specific tournament rules on the WCSA website.
Man, I'm tired just watching them. But now you have so many more ways to practice and get fast. So what are you waiting for? Get going. Practice, practice, practice. Have fun, and remember, stack fast.
Ever wonder what it would be like to race against the fastest stackers in the world? Or try to set a world record? Then check this out.
The World Cup Stacking Association is ready to help you put on a cup stacking tournament of your own. Just visit the WCSA website.
Some say she has the fastest hands in the world. But when Emily Fox started cup stacking in the 3rd grade, who knew that someday she would be the world champion?
I've worked really hard, been stacking for a lot of years, and to finally be the best, I guess, is a really good feeling.
At the World Cup Stacking Championships, Emily managed to shatter her own previous world record by nearly a second, completing sequences totaling more than 40 separate moves in less than 8 seconds. On her 3rd try, Emily hit 7.43 seconds in the cycle stack, the fastest time in the world.
After my first try and I fumbled, I was really nervous because I only had 2 tries left. I just told myself that I have to focus, and my next try I just wanted to get a clean run and just get a good time. I just told myself that I am the best, so I should be able to do this, and I just focused and concentrated and broke the world record. It was really exciting. There were a bunch of people around and they were cheering for me. It was really cool to break the world record.
Emily started cup stacking when her dad, a physical education teacher, introduced it to her PE class. Since that time, she has been featured on shows around the globe, has traveled the world, and starred in commercials. And most recently set the first ever Guinness World Record for the sport of cup stacking in New York's Times Square. But where Emily has seen the biggest benefit from her speed stacks is on the basketball court. Playing on the varsity team since her freshman year at Thunder Ridge High School in Colorado, Emily says her quickness and strong ball handling skills have been enhanced from cup stacking with speed stacks.
I actually started playing basketball the same time I started cup stacking, and I noticed as I started playing basketball more, I started cup stacking more. Cup stacking really helped me with my basketball skills, and just using both hands, dribbling and shooting, they play into each other. Cup stacking has really benefited my basketball playing.
Look at that move by the sophomore, Emmy Fox.
As a high school sophomore, Emily's fast hands and amazing coordination helped lead her team to the state championship title in Colorado's top division.
I think it's so important for kids to use cup stacking with their other activities such as basketball, soccer, not necessarily sports though, also musical instruments, just because it's so good for you. It helps you to focus and concentrate.
Emily's brothers, Brennan and Kit, also stack with speed stacks. And although there's some sibling rivalry, they're actually quite supportive of their big sister.
I learned from Emily that you're not going to be the best at everything, so you need to practice and work up and compete in the tournaments, watch her and see how fast she's getting, and hopefully try and beat her.
I'm the second fastest, and I like it because it gives me something to look forward to for my sister. I can always look up to her to see if I can become faster.
Emily looks forward to her brothers becoming faster with their speed stacks, but is she worried about the competition?
I don't think I'm too nervous about my brothers beating me. We'll see how good they get, but I would never want my brothers to beat me. I'm so competitive, so I don't think I'll let that happen.
So what does Emily like most about holding her title?
I have the opportunity to travel around the country, just teaching many different people how to stack, and that teaching people gets me ready for the tournament because I just stack all the time. I usually always carry a set of speed stacks with me so I can show people what I do.
Traveling, preparing for competition, school and basketball keep Emily pretty busy. But when she does have some downtime, she likes to read and spend time with her family and friends. And get this, she juggles and rides a 6-foot unicycle. Amazing! So what does the future hold for this cup stacking champ?
My plans for the future are to continue playing basketball in college and eventually play in the WNBA. And then I also want to continue cup stacking, whether it's keep competing, but also just promoting it and teaching people across the world. I want to encourage anyone just to try cup stacking and practice and just become the best that they can be.
Emily Fox, Speed Stacks Ambassador, World Cup Stacking Champion, and basketball player extraordinaire. Watch out for this one. Think cup stacking with speed stacks is cool? Then wait till you see this. Hang on to your stacks, it's time for some cup jamming. Are you ready for these cup challenges? In freestyle stacking, you make the rules. It's time to get creative with your speed stacks. Even the best stackers make lots of mistakes. Check out these fumbles and bloopers, or as we like to call them, floopers.
Hi, I'm Emily Fox, and welcome to the exciting world of speed stacks and the sport of cup stacking. It promotes athleticism, quickness, and hand-eye coordination, but most of all, it's fun. So, grab your speed stacks and get ready to stack. You don't want to miss what's next. Sorry.
second. All right. Back up off the stack, all right?
See how your circles are going in your cups are going in a circle. Your circles are going in the cups.
So obviously, this stack is a little more complicated than the 3.
Some tips are that you want to keep the base.
She's like, why isn't she talking? Oh, I didn't ask her.
As long as it's a flat surface. And if you don't have a stack mat, and use your stack mat if you have one.
Just like a typical relay race, now we have some that involve partners and teams. What's the last line?